Hi everybody, Yvonne just popping in. Bear with me while I invite some people along. This is an important video because I'm going to be sharing with you some real harsh truths about the industry of coaching and therapy. But they have to be said because there's a lot of misinformation out there in the world, and I, for one, am tired of listening to it and watching people getting their money taken off them for things that, you know, aren't really what it says on the tin. So I want to share this with some people as I'm waiting for people to come along and join me. I'm going to share this with some guys that I think might be interested. So bear with me a moment while I do that. And I'll get started then. It's going to be a little bit hard for some people to hear what I have to say. Hi, Lisa. But these are truths, guys, that you need to know if you have a business, and especially if you're a therapist or a coach and you're struggling to get your name out there, you're struggling to get clients. These are all truths that you need to hear and that you might benefit from, and it certainly has benefited me to learn these truths about the industry. So just bear with me, Lisa, while I invite some people along here who may benefit from what I have to say. So maybe you've already know this, but I'm going to share it anyway because it is worth sharing. So my bowls are ringing. Okay, so first of all, thank you for joining me, and excuse me, that's me clearing the way. Okay, it's a lovely warm day, although it's very overcast. But the first thing I want to share with you, and if whoever's here, if you just say hi so I know who's here, that would be great. And okay, so the first truth that you need to know is there is no magic pill that will make your business into a money-making business overnight. You see these ads on Facebook all the time, and they're always from coaches who have a lot of money, who have high-end programs. They're charging something upwards of $3,000 and more. They put up something which they know will get your attention, like if you want your business to, you know, rocket in the charts overnight, something like that, then you need to work with me, and all this kind of emotional, I call it emotional kind of blackmail, if you like. And it's totally untrue. Nobody can rocket your business overnight. That's the reality. So that's the first thing I wanted to share with you. So don't get fooled by those ads that promise you that you're going to have a earth-shattering, you know, amazing income from your therapy or coaching business in 2 months' time. It's not going to happen, guys. Even if you were to work with me every day and take every action that I was to give you over the next 5 days, it's not going to work, because it doesn't work like that. It requires the knowledge, yes. It requires you to have certain knowledge, but it also requires you to build your visibility online. It also requires you to get your name out there. It requires you to do some hard work to go out and attract clients. It's not rocket science, and it doesn't happen overnight. The second thing is, we may, and I say may because not everyone was, but there are a lot of people and I certainly was one of them, who had a therapy stroke coaching business, but I was conditioned as I grew up to believe that it was a sign of weakness to ask for help. So if that's you, if you think because you're a therapist or that you have all the qualifications, and by the way, that's another truth I want to share with you, certainly in relation to coaching, and I probably also in relation to therapy work, but you may have been conditioned to believe that to ask for help from somebody who has the answers, who can short circuit your journey, yes, but you still have to put in the work yourself in any program. You may be holding back from asking because you think it's a sign of weakness, or you think, you're going to be judged because you didn't have all the answers. This is something that some of us have hang-ups about, and I want to tell you, it's time to drop that. If you believe that, it's time to question that about yourself, because the truth is, if I had asked long before I did ask for help, I would have smart tracked my business faster a lot earlier on in my business, and I would have made a lot more money and had a lot more clients as a result. The third thing I want to say is that when you go it alone, and it's something's related to that, belief that, we can't ask for help. When you decide to go it alone, what you're actually doing is staying in your comfort zone. That's effectively what you're doing. And when you stay in your comfort zone, you're being stuck. You're not growing. You're not looking for help. You're not looking for knowledge. You think you can find the knowledge yourself, but the truth is, it'll take you a lot longer. Yes, you might do it, but it'll take you a lot longer. I'm testament to that. I thought, I can learn all this out of a book. I can watch webinars. I can watch other coaches. I can learn from them. I don't have to pay for the knowledge. But the truth is, guys, there is nothing. Having shifted out of that and engaged myself a coach and invested in myself and my business, I can tell you, hands down, there is nothing to replace working one-on-one with a coach specifically magnified on your business. Yeah, you can pick up tips along the way, but they are not, or may not, refer to your business. So every tip out there doesn't refer to your business. There is nothing to replace working one-on-one with a coach who is looking specifically at your challenges, who's looking specifically at your experience, and who's looking specifically at what you view as your version of success. Because not everybody wants to be up on stage, say hey, and there's nothing wrong with being on stage saying hey, because that's who I want to be. Ultimately, I want to be up there. I have a book that I want to write. I want to be on stage. I want to be in front of loads and loads of people, because that's my mission. But it may not be yours. So the tips that someone would give to someone who wants to be up on stage like that would be totally different to someone who doesn't have that as their version of success. So your tips from your coach will be specific to your business, specific to your life, specific to your desires and beliefs. So that's the other thing. But if you think you're going to go it alone and learn all that, you may do. It may take you 20 years to do it. You possibly will do it, but you can do yourself a big favour and engage a coach tomorrow and get all the answers that you need for your business specifically by doing that. And don't engage one who's promising you that it's going to be solved overnight, because it's not. The other thing I wanted to say relating to that was I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 certificates sitting up on my wall, and one of them is my coaching diploma with the Irish Society of NLP, which you can check out if you wish. You can ring them and ask them, is Yvonne Clark an authorised coach with you? And I guarantee you I am, because that's who I am. I do not, and never have and never will, portray myself to have a qualification that I do not have. Let me enlighten you that there are people out there on Facebook, on the internet generally, who are coaching people, who are treating people with therapies, who bought their certificate or who don't even have one. I only found this out recently, and I was horrified that somebody would do that, would bring that kind of karma on themselves. But also, how would you do that? I mean, it's just beyond me. But be careful. Know who you're working with. Get to know who you are working with. Don't just engage somebody off the internet who you haven't made some sort of connection with. Whether that be by listening to them, by joining their group, by listening to what they have to say, by picking up the phone and ringing them. I mean, anyone can ring me. I can show you my certificate on the wall. I can show anybody any of my certificates for what I do. And that is important, guys, because there are a lot of charlatans on the internet, and they aren't doing our business as coaches and therapists any favours, and they aren't charging small either. The next truth I want to share with you is, please delete the word when from your vocabulary when you're talking about going to work with a coach or a therapist or somebody who can help you. If someone offers you the opportunity, like I have offered my program to my members in my group and here on my business page, people have said to me, when I get the money, I'll invest. Now, my program, right, bear in mind that there are coaches out there charging upwards over €3,000 for possibly something very similar to the program that I'm offering you today, and that I've offered on my business page and in my group, which, by the way, costs €497 by comparison. I could probably charge $3,000 for that. Pay someone to do a really snazzy graphic and make a big promise to you that it's going to change your life overnight. And you'd probably buy it because it's expensive and therefore it must be good. Wrong. But people have still said to me, even though I'm only charging that small amount for my program, people are still saying to me, when I have enough money, I'll invest. Now, seriously, guys, it's time to get real with your life. When my kids are back at school, I'll invest. When in September, I'll do it in September. I'll do it in the fall. I'll do it another time. When? The truth is, guys, you're only fooling yourself. You're not fooling me. Because I have the answers. I am making traction in my program. I am making traction with the clients that I'm working with. They are making traction in their business. You're only fooling yourself if you're saying when. The truth is, you're just too stuck in your comfort zone, and you're not willing, or you have a belief that says, you need to sort this out for yourself. And like I said before, you may do, but it's going to take you a lot longer than working with someone who knows, who's been there, who has the experience, who's put it into action, and who knows it works. But, you know, we're all different. So the next truth I want to share with you is to grow your business, to really up your ante, to get clients coming regularly, to make money, make enough money to pay your bills and not be considered to be running a hobby by your husband or your significant other or your friends or family. Because I had that for so long, people going, well, you're not really running a business, are you? You're just doing what's something you enjoy doing, you know, but you're not actually making any money doing it. Wrong. But they thought I was running a hobby. And for a long time I was, because I oh, Lisa, that's okay. I hear you. I'm actually putting this out. It wasn't directed at you, but thanks for coming on. And, you know, but we all need to hear these truths, because we can get so complacent and so stuck in our comfort zone. And I know it, because I was there, and I was stuck there for years. And I had all these freaking limiting beliefs of, you know, oh, I'll work it out for myself. I don't need to invest in a coach. You know, she's only going to try and get money off me. But, like, I mean, my money, the money for my program is pittance. It's pittance. I mean, the next time I run this program, I'm doubling that, because it's worth that and more. But this time around, as an introductory rate, I'm doing it at $497, but it's going to double next time around, and that's not a threat, that's fact. So you have to grow. You have to step outside your comfort zone. You have to step into the unknown. And we find this so hard as sensitives. But, you know, the person who actually got through to me and who made me realise I had to do it was somebody who actually did what I'm doing now, which is I'm telling you the truths of the business. And she's a hard-hitting woman. She says it as it is. She says it what it says on the tin. And I love her for that, because I know where I stand when somebody talks to me like that. She believes it. She's lived it. She has implemented it in her business. She's implemented it with numerous clients that she's had. They've soared. I mean, I'm one of them, because I have soared since I worked with her. I now, yesterday, have published my first article online in one of the big magazines online called Thrive Global. That's an achievement I would never have made. I would never have done on my own. Never. Never, never, never. Because I wouldn't have had the self-belief to trust that I could do that. That's the difference, working with somebody who knows your worth can make. And, you know, that's and I've put a thank you on her page to her, because she deserves it. I wouldn't got there without her. And she totally deserves that, hands down. To grow, you have to step into the unknown, absolutely. And, you know, I had to do it. We all have to do it. You can stay in your comfort zone. You can, you know, I know we're sensitives, but the other side of us is intuitive. And if we tune into our intuition, we will know that I'm speaking the truth. You will know that I'm telling you the truth. And I'm doing this with harsh words, maybe, but they're true. Because I only speak the truth. I don't believe in fear as a motivator for making someone buy my program. You may not suit me, you may not be the person that's best for me to work with, so I don't go down that road. I tell people the truth, and it's their choice after that. I'm not the only coach here. You can work with anyone you like. But I'm sharing my truths with you, so you know who I am. You know what I stand for, and you know that this is who I am. You know, I don't hide anything. I tell it as I am, and that's the only way I know how to live my life. And anyone who knows me would tell you that. I'm completely in my integrity when I speak like this, just the way I speak all the time. I can't tell you a lie, because I just can't do it. It's not me. You know, so I'm not a saint, don't get me wrong, but I will tell you the truth, guys. I won't, you know, put nice frilly things on it, I'll tell it as it is, and that's the only way I know how to speak, because my truth has to be spoken. And I'm speaking from experience too, which means that it is a real truth. It is something I know because I've lived it. I've worked through it. I've come out the other side, and I'm now making traction. You see, putting my name onto a piece of print that is forever my legacy. I wrote that article. I'm proud of me. It was published. Not every article that's submitted is published. I was published. So that's a huge plus for me. And it's something I'm really, really proud of. But I wouldn't have got there if I hadn't worked with somebody who could see my worth, who could show me the tools and the techniques to actually grow my business. So, you know, that's the upside of when you do invest in yourself. And admitting, the final one is admitting you don't have the answers is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of self-honesty. Stop deluding yourself that you have all the answers, guys. I was deluding myself for years that I could find all the answers in a book, listening to webinars, listening to coaches talking. And yes, you'll pick up tips, but they're not specific to your business, so therefore they may not even apply. You may be applying something which isn't relevant to you, which won't work with your version of success, which won't fit in with your experience. You know, these are all the realities of life. And so unless you're working with a coach who's looking at your business specifically, then the tips she can give you or he can give you won't work unless they're looking specifically at your business. So I hope that I may have, if I have saved one person from investing in the charlatans that are out there on the internet, putting out programs for 3 and 4 and 5 grand. I mean, it's horrendous. It's horrendous. And I don't even know if some of them have the certificates they're supposed to have. I very much doubt it. I know I found one who hasn't, and I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked. Totally and utterly shocked. But that's my, you know, that's me, because I couldn't do it. It's just not in my realm of possibility to do that to anybody. But there are all sorts out there in the world, guys, and we meet them if we're unlucky enough to meet them. I have to say the coach I had was an amazing woman. She says it as it is. She gives it to you harsh. But when I worked with her, she was a very sensitive person as well. So she had the best of both worlds. And that's, I believe, what I have as well. And that's why we kind of connect, because I deliver truths to people too. But I also am very sensitive and very understanding of people when I'm working with them one-on-one. So they're my truths for today, guys. I hope that it has saved you from making a mistake and engaging somebody that won't help you. Don't fall for the magic pill. I'll just go back over them quickly. There's no magic pill, guys. It requires work, it requires thought, it requires inputting actions in your business, specifically for your business. You may have been conditioned to believe not to ask for help. Drop that conditioning, guys. It's not going to win for you. Going alone is staying in your comfort zone. How true that is. When you go alone and not take the help and not ask for help and stay in your cocoon, then you will be staying in your cocoon, and you will be unseen by your clients, and you will be unseen by people out there. You'll be staying in your comfort zone and you will be stuck. Delete when from your vocabulary when you're talking about investing in yourself. When is going to be the right time for you to take your business to the next level? That's up to you to answer. To grow, you have to step into the unknown. That's the truth. Unless you're stepping outside your comfort zone. Rumi, I think it was, that wrote that everything you desire is on the other side of your comfort zone. And he's right. Absolutely. A philosopher and a wonderful guy. who had foresight as natural, came naturally to him. So to grow, you have to step into the unknown. And the unknown is never, let me tell you, as someone who has done it, the unknown is more scary from inside your comfort zone than when you actually step into it. When you step into it, you get excited. You get excited that you're going to actually make a difference, that you're going to actually grow your business, that you're going to actually learn things that you didn't know, that you're going to learn how to grow your client base, grow you as a person, because you have to grow into your business as well. And this last one was admitting you don't have all the answers is not a weakness. So they're my truths that I've shared with you today, guys. And anyone who watches the replay, thank you, Lisa, for joining me live, and anyone else who was here live. I can't see, sometimes it doesn't show me who's here, and if people don't interact with me, then I don't know who it is. So I hope it's been helpful for you today, and that it gives you the courage to make a change today in your business, because if you don't today, tomorrow will be too late. The truth is, today is the perfect time. When these things come to us is the perfect time for us to take action. To take action in relation to start believing in ourselves, to start working with somebody who can really, really help us make a change in our world. So I'm not going to go on any further. Thank you for those who joined me. Thank you to those who watch the replay. If you have any questions about my program, which is, as I say, very little money for what you get, then do drop me a Facebook private message, or if you want to have answers to any question in relation to the program, then put them here or ask me privately, whichever you want. But that's me done for today, guys. My truth bombs have been delivered, and see you all the next time. Take care. Have a lovely day, guys. Bye.